could start over. Oh, for the lonely, for the
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome.
What if we could start over?
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to today. It is November 15th, 2022, episode 1355, I think. And let me take the cover off so y'all can see me. Hey, listen, I'm a five-time #1 best-selling author, three-time what? I don't know. Five-time best-selling author. I've stood on stage in 30 plus countries, been translated into over 40 different languages. I've done online programs, trainings. I mentor with some of the most amazing people in the world. And I get to spend some time with you, which makes today very, very special for me. So let's get started. Today's conversation, this whole month of November has been about leadership. This whole month of November has been about leadership. Hey, good morning, Instagram. And today the conversation is you got to lead from the front, right? No more excuses. You got to lead from the front. You got to start doing the things you said you were going to do, right? And people ask me all the time, Sean, how do you wake up so ready to go? Because I decided to lead from the front, right? You got to beat everybody else up. Here's the thing. Simon Sinek has a great book, Leaders Eat Last. Pay attention the next time you go to an event. Pay attention the next time you go to the event. Who eats last? Who's the last one to serve or to be taken care of? Who's taking care of everybody else? That'll give you a quick indication of who you might want to pay attention to, who you might want to sit down with and have a conversation. Now, there's people who just don't want to eat, but pay attention to the environments that you're in. If somebody invites you over to their house and they're the ones eating first, I don't know. I'm confused about that one, right? Leaders eat last, which means you have to lead from the front. You got to be up earlier. You got to stay later. And the conversation that I have today, $1,000 a week, everybody wants to make $2,000 a month. If I could make $2,000 a month, that'd be great. If I could make $5,000 a month, that'd be great. Well, awesome. But here's the thing. It's not your dream that's bad. It's not your dream that is lacking. You deserve, listen, drop a D in the chat if you deserve to make $2,000 a month, $2,000 a week. You know what? Your plan doesn't suck. It's your execution that does, right? What's your potential? We talked about it yesterday. What's your potential? 100%. Can you make $1,000 a week? Do you have the potential to make $1,000 a week? I think we know the answer to that. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. So if you have the potential to make $1,000 a week, where does the wheels fall off the wagon? Where do the wheels fall off the wagon? If you have the potential to make $1,000 a week, does it fall off in your actions? No, I'm busy as hell. I'm busy as hell. Makes me think of Walter. Anybody hear Walter when you say that? Busy as hell. From Jeff Dunham. So squirrel. So are you doing $1,000 a week actions? Probably. Wallace D. Waddle says it's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. Maybe we could tweak the way that you do them. Maybe there's a way to tweak the thing that you do, the way that you do it. It's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. But maybe you're doing $1,000 activities. They can't produce the results because they're not being done in a certain way. So we got the potential. You got $1,000 potential. You're doing busy as heck. You're doing $1,000 a week activities. You're talking to people. You're putting posts up. You're building your email list. You're doing all of these things. So then what's your results? So you can't change your results. You can't start with results in this process. Your results are saying there's not $1,000 a week coming into my family. Right? There's not $1,000 a week coming into my family. So then what do I need to do? Well, there's one more in the box, right? You remember the box from yesterday? Potential. You got $1,000 potential. You probably are doing $1,000 activities, just not in a certain way. Your results are showing they're not being done in a certain way. Then there's that last box, belief and confidence. Do you have belief that you can make $1,000 a week? Do you have belief in the actions that you're doing, this is where we fall apart. That's why leadership isn't about what you do on the outside. Leadership is what you do on the inside, which is why what I call personal undevelopment. See, you know you can do the 1,000. You've already got the potential. I don't have to work on your potential. I don't have to say this would be so good for them. It'd be good for you when you believe it'll be good for you. Hey, everybody, welcome on Instagram. Good to see you all. Thank you. So when you believe that you are worthy of $1,000, you'll have days like, oh my God, you won't believe what happened. Somebody said yes. This conversation powered by ketones. If you want to sharpen your brain and get stronger in your mind, stronger in your decision making, put your brain on ketones. So you've got the potential. How do we unlock it? Let's go in reverse. Follow me on this. You ready? This is going to kind of blow your mind. So pay attention. I really need you to focus. If you're driving, stay focused on driving. If you're not, I need you to stop doing everything. I need you to stop multitasking. I need you to sit up straight. Physiology is key right now because I'm going to give you a secret that you've probably heard. Nobody's made you pay attention. I'm going to make you pay attention. I can't make you pay attention. I mean, I'm over here, you're over there. But I'm going to ask you to sit up because this could be a life-changing moment for you. So we're going to go in reverse. We're going to start with your potential. And now let's go down to your belief. What is the belief in your potential? Watch this. Let's go to the bottom right of that box. Your actions. I'm sorry, your results. Your results are what's confirming your belief. So let's reverse this. Let's go back into belief. How do you get a white hot fire lit inside of you as it relates to your belief? How do you get a white hot fire lit up inside of you based upon your confidence? This is where you are habitualized. You are habitualization, habits, activities done over and over and over that are done by the body. How do we know what activities are habitualized actions? The mind doesn't enter in. Thought does not enter in. How many of you had to think about where the floor was when you got out of bed this morning? How many of you tripped over a slipper because the slipper was in the way because it wasn't part of your pattern? You were so habitualized. Well, Sean, what is walking in? What is stuff done in my body? What does habits in my body have to do with me creating $1,000 a week? Everything. So your brain looks for two things. Will it kill me? Getting up out of bed usually won't kill you unless you're wanting to make a reel and somebody scares the living bejeebies out of you and you go, boo, right? How much of your morning took your thought? How much of your morning was filled with gratitude? How many times did you say thank you before you got out of bed? How many things did you say you were grateful for in your mind before you got out of bed? Follow me? See, we're already starting to change your pattern and it feels uncomfortable. Your old story is starting to show up and say, well, that's not it. That's not how I'm going to make $1,000 this week. I need $1,000 this week. I got to take care of my family. I got to put money on the food on the table. I got to pay the rent. I got to make $1,000 a week. And guess what? You'll do things you've never done before, which makes you so freaking uncomfortable, which is where your belief comes in. See, if we go the top way around, if we go clockwise, we go potential, actions, results. Your results are what's driving all of your belief. Your results are what's driving your belief, which drives your potential, which lowers your actions, which lowers your results, which lowers your belief, which lowers your potential. And that freaking circle isn't working. It's not working. Drop an N in the chat if it's not working. So if it's not working, first thing you got to do is become aware that you're an addict. Wait, did he just call me an addict? Oh, hell yes. I called you an addict because you're addicted to not making money. Because if you made money, guess what would happen? You wouldn't have a freaking story to tell. You wouldn't know how to tell the story you make $5,000 a week. Oh, give me a chance. You got a chance. You had a chance last week. You didn't do it. Sorry, these are tough conversations. These are leadership conversations. And if you're not choosing to lead, then leave. Leave. Hit the end button. Hit the out. I'm out of here. I'm average button. Hit that button. If you want to learn to lead, if you want to take care of your family, I'm not even talking about you building a network marketing business, which is probably one of the most rewarding businesses that exist on the planet. The challenge is if you think network marketing is screwy, you've never been introduced to the professional side of it. There's not another single business in this industry. There's not another single business market where you go from company to customer that has a better profit margin than network marketing. The reason most people bash it is because they don't understand the fundamental basis of this business. MLM, mentors leading mentors, moms loving moms. We forget that the making me loving more. We forget the fundamental of human nature is caring about people. The challenge is when we talk about money, we get all scared. So how much money could you make? How much money could you make? See, you're in the top two fundamentals of making money. Many of you struggle in the bottom two, and here they are. Here's the four things. Here's the four ways to create income. Manipulation. Go dig a ditch. Go sling garbage. Go wait tables. That's manipulating. That's you doing the work. Nothing wrong with that. I've done all of that, from owning restaurants to doing dishwashing to cleaning tables to working at Home Depot to you name it. I've only had two jobs in my life. One was vice president of sales of a $200 million company. I didn't get paid for manipulation. I got paid for communication and imagination there. The other one was working at Home Depot. Those are the only two jobs I ever had. And the reason I couldn't stay at Home Depot was because I couldn't work the hours they had, meaning I would show up every day at the same time. I'd show up at opening. They go, you close. I go, well, I'll just hang out. They go, we can't have you on the store. I go, well, I want to help. This is too easy. Anyways. So your potential to create income. Let's go down below. Let's reverse the circle. Let's reverse the cycle. Let's do it in a certain way. See, you've created a formula that gives you what you have. Congratulations. Where you're at, it's your thoughts, it's your actions, it's your belief. Congratulations. It's your actions, it's your results, and it's your belief. That's how you got here. That's how you got to right where you are right now. Your potential is unlimited. Your actions kind of took you down a notch, and then your results really took you down a notch. And so your actions and your results gave you a new belief that stuck you in the gutter that you're in now. It's called addiction to approval. You have to be approved by your previous beliefs, your previous mindset of who you are, your previous identity. Well, that's not who you told everybody you made a promise you would be. So let's reverse it. Your potential is unlimited. I want you to just think about for a second for your potential. Your potential is unlimited. See, when you begin to understand that your potential is unlimited, what happens? You start to think different. And you start to feel different. And if you feel different, you'll think different. And if you think different, you'll do different. If you'll do different, you'll have different results. Here's the reality. Listen carefully. If you hear this, it could change everything for you. You want something you've never had before, which means it makes you feel a way you've never felt before. Nervous, anxious, a knot in your stomach, headaches, stress in your shoulders. Oh my gosh. When you truly think about it, you feel a way you've never felt before. It forces you to have to think a way you've never thought before. Something I've never had before. I'm going to feel a way I've never felt. I'm going to think a way I've never thought. And I'm going to have to do a way I've never done to produce results I've never had. I want something I've never had. I'm going to feel a way. It makes me feel a way I've never felt, makes me think a way I've never thought. See, the challenge is when you go after your goal and you go to an event, you go to a party, you go to this, and you're like, you know what? Screw this. Wednesday, I'm going to start my diet. Wednesday, I'm going to start exercising. Wednesday, I'm going to start my hard 75, whatever it is. Soon as you say that, I am, your body goes to check. Your brain goes to check. Every single thing that you've ever said in your life has been recorded in your body. Every single thing you've ever said to yourself has been recorded in your mind. Everything anybody else has ever said to you has been recorded in your mind. So you say, I'm going to go do my hard 75. I'm going to go make $1,000 this week. Your brain at an unconscious and subconscious level. See, the thing is that you don't even know this is happening. That's the sad part, is you don't even know that this is happening. 20 million bits of data are going into your beautiful brain right now, every second, 20 million bits of data. You're conscious of 40, maybe 45, but 40 out of 20 million bits. The brain can only has to look for what's the first thing the brain looks for? Will it kill me? Anything outside of that pattern is considered a threat. It's why your body neuroencodes pain when you think of new things. Your body neuroencodes pain when I tell you you're going to go speak in front of an audience today. I'm going to invite you onto my Zoom and I'm going to have you teach about your favorite topic. I'm going to have you teach about you and how you've created success and how you've gotten this far in life. Some of you are already sweating. Some of you are already getting trauma signals. Your hands are starting to sweat. Your hands are starting to get cold. See, that's a sign of trauma. That's called neuroencoding. And until you spend some time around somebody that understands neuroencoding, you are going to script yourself to death. You are going to journal yourself to death. You are going to falsely do gratification and gratitude to death, and it won't work. Because this isn't in your mind. This isn't on the piece of paper. This is in your body. 30 trillion, 40 trillion cells. All in your body, and you wonder why you keep struggling and why you keep falling short and why you can't keep keep your promises. Because you haven't done an unwire, a personal undevelopment, so that you can finally develop. So let's now change this. So here we go. Your potential. Feel it, breathe it, potential. Just say I have more potential. I have more potential. I have more to give. I have more potential. I have more to give. And you all of a sudden create a mantra, and then pay attention to the little self-talks that show up. This is stupid. Drop an S in the chat if any of you ever have heard yet in your mind say, this is stupid. Or worse, at least if it's stupid, it's new. Here's the challenge. Here's the big problem. You want to know the huge problem? You're going to say, if your brain says, I already know this. I already know this. If your brain says, I already know this, that's even worse. That is the nails in the coffin to your success. Because if you say, I already know this, then there's no need to go through a new learning process. You will be stuck forever with minuscule incremental growth. Kind of like they say, the cost of living, that's how you get a raise in life, is based upon the cost of living. It's not a raise, it's the cost of living's gone up. So you really haven't made any more money. You've just kept up with the cost of living. Here's the challenge. Here's the challenge. This is going to be good. Somebody write this down. Your current success increases based on the cost of your dreaming. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Your activities increase based upon the cost of your dreaming. Follow me on this. Let me lay this out to you. The cost of your dream doesn't cost you anything until there's a price. Follow me on this. This is good stuff. I wish I was over there. I'd be writing this down. See, I can't write it down while I'm doing it because this is all new for you. It's new for me. The cost of your dreaming won't go up until the price you have to pay. How do I know this? If you've ever had your electricity cut off, I've had that happen. Wasn't because it didn't have money. It was a new house. It was a switch. It was a this. It was a that. Now, there was a time when I was $1 million in debt and I couldn't afford the membership at Costco, but I would send Mason in because I was too embarrassed to go in because I might see somebody I know. Drop a K in the chat if you've ever been afraid to go someplace because you were bent, you were broke, you weren't poor, you were broke, and you thought, I don't want to go in there. I might see somebody I know. Drop a K in the chat if that was ever you. We'd send Mason in with $5 and we taught him how to get change when he got his piece of pizza and his soft drink. Y'all get this? Y'all understand this? I'm not teaching you theory. There's not a single bit of theory. I hope this shit works. This is me telling you from my life's experiences. So now the cost of your dream, the cost of your dreaming will not increase until the price of your dream increases. Until there's the price of your dreaming won't go up till there's a cost. See, this is all new. I'm doing this right here on the fly. So the cost of your dreaming won't go up until there's a price. What's the price you have to pay? See, that's what Napoleon Hill talks about in Desire. When you create your definite major purpose, here's the challenge. None of you have decided the price you're willing to pay. Oh, you say everything. I'll pay anything. Not until. It's just, that's the reality. So the cost of your dreaming only increases based upon the price of your dream. The price of your dreaming will only increase based upon the cost. You have a cost. What's your cost? See, it doesn't cost you anything to not be in your highest state of mind right now because you love bitching about things and complaining and moping and whining. That's who you are. You say that's not who I am. Well, then get your physiology into action. Your potential is there. Your actions, the first thing that you need to step into, the first pedal you need to step on is the physiology of your body. You need to move your body. Your body is in a stale, stagnant place. You're old, moldy cheese because you're not moving. You've been stuck in the back of the fridge and nobody sees you anymore. You're cold, you're shivering, and you're afraid to come out in the light. Well, that changes today. That changes right now. Send 5 texts out. You want to start to change your physiology? You want me to show you how fast your physiology will wreck will put a cost on your dreams? We'll change the price of your dreams. If I tell you, send out 5 messages right now. Some of you have been a part of my trainings. You're like, shit, yeah, I should have done that. And you'll do it. It's not a big thing. Those of you that are in fear right now, you're going through, your brain is asking you 1,001 questions. What do I say? Who do I send it to? What do I do? All I said was send 5 texts. Do you see how much you're delaying your success? What do I send? I don't know. What would you send to people you love? How hard is it? Why do you need a script for everything in life? You don't need a script for everything. Well, what do I say to my friends? How the hell would I know? I know what I'd say to my friends. Hey, I love you. I'm thinking about you. Thanks for being in my life. Copy and paste, 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 copy and paste. So you're choosing to make life difficult. You're choosing to make the price of your dreams a hell of a lot bigger than it's supposed to be. And then you feel you can't afford the cost of your dreams because it would change your identity. It would wreck your identity. Let's just do it incrementally. Let's sneak in this new identity beyond your self-talk. Those are some suggestions. So here's what you do. Say thank you to 20 people today. Find a way to say thank you to 20 people today. Get out in the world. Call people up. Call your friends up. Hey, listen, all I needed to do, thanks for answering. All I want to do is just say thank you for being in my life. I love you. And hang up. That's it. Hang up. You got 20 people that'll answer a phone for you or they got a voice message. Change your physiology. Joseph McClellan III says they did a study at Harvard and he kind of coined a new word called attitude. You got attitude, Your altitude, your attitude will determine your attitude. Your attitude will determine your altitude. No, you know what will determine your attitude? Your assitude. Get up and shake your booty. You do you, boo-boo. Shake your booty. No cap. Did he just say no cap? Yeah, I don't know if I used it right. I don't know hell. I think I know what it means. I say that to break up the pain that you're sitting in right now. You're an amazing soul. The world needs you. That's why they're stressed. You know the world needs you. You know there's nobody that can do what you do. So let's get your ass in gear. Get up, shake it, put some booty shaking music on. If you've got somebody you love in the room, dance with them. You want to feel your physiology kind of rip you out of the body. You want to feel your neuroencoding absolutely at its most, just wants to control you so bad. Get up and shake your body. Go take a cold shower. Just here, don't even take a cold shower. Go run the cold water in the kitchen or in the bathroom and just splash it on your face. Watch how your body just reacts to the cold water on your face. Go get a bowl. Go get one of the big silver bowls, your mixing bowls. Put some water in it up to your hand, right? If you stuck your hand in it like that, put some water in it just above your wrist and put ice in there and just hold your hand in there for 30 seconds. It will wake you up. It will cause you to focus. It will make you realize wow, that's just cold water on my hand. Why am I in such pain? That's neuroencoding, baby. Ed Malott, you ever heard of him? Pretty powerful guy. Spent $2 million, almost $2.5 million in marketing so that he could get his presence that he has right now. Most people won't do that. How do you get a podcast? How do you get on podcast? He spent $2 million, $1 million a year for 2 years. One of his secrets, he says, is I do something cold every morning. Cold water on my face, splash cold water, stick your hand in a bucket of cold water, put your feet in cold water. You will change. You will get focused real quick. Your bitching and moaning will stop almost instantly. I promise you. I promise you. So there's some techniques for you. Leadership requires you to make money. Let's start. And Jim Rohn says the only way you can increase your income is to bring more what? To bring more what? What do you need to bring more to the marketplace? Value. And when you decide you're going to be valuable, do this. Be valuable to valuable people. Don't be valuable to, I'm going to say it, losers, people who you're trying to convince to join you in business. Don't be valuable to them. You don't have time to waste your value on them. If they show up and want to be a part of something, great, invite them. You'll be valuable to them. Had somebody last night send me a text who had kind of decided to go a different route. Decided to go a different route because of some things that I do. And they said, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this. And then all of a sudden they came back and they asked for some help from some folks in the community. I thought it was awesome. First thing I said was, how could we be of best service to them? Why would you ever turn away the ability to lead? Some of you aren't leading because there's people in your life that you don't want to lead because they pissed you off at some point. My mentor would say, you're right. I'm rich. Let's move on. Lead from the front. Bring more value. And when you start to bring more value, people will ask you, can you do that for me too? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I love you tons. I appreciate you. Listen, for those of you on Instagram, go into the link in the bio and go get the first week of the 12-week mastermind. Go get the first week of the 12-week mastermind. It's called buildabettermenow.com is the website. But if you go to the link in the bio, go follow me on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. Click the little thumbs up, the follow button. I appreciate it. You don't have to ring the bell. Second, go take the first week of the 12-week mastermind. See if you can make it through day one. That's how powerful this mastermind is. Starting next week, we're going to have a 7-day program on the mastermind of gratitude, of changing your daily habits. I've got 2 amazing co-hosts with me. It'll be an incredible process. It'll be free, and then there'll be the VIP for the recordings and all of that. So pay attention to that. Keep your eyes peeled. And if you want to get on the invite list for that, reach out to me. I love you tons. I'll see y'all where? At the next event. Till then, bye for now. And YouTube, love you bunches. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all where? At the next event. Where is my screen over here? There it is. Y'all have an amazing day. Thanks for making my world better. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the comments. And thanks for inviting people to come take a look. The growth on the channel is pretty amazing the last few weeks. And that's because